Welcome Yamhill County to Speaking Frankly. I'm your host, HAYC, and our tagline is, and how we doing? Today I have two incredible guests. Elise, who is the Executive Director of the Housing Authority of Yamhill County, and Diane Longaker, who is the Food Resource Development Coordinator for YCAP, Yamhill Community Action Partnership. Welcome, Elise. Welcome, Diane.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here today. And our topic of the day is Yamhill County Community Connect Event 2017. So, Elise, what is Yamhill County Community Connect Event, and how many years has this now been happening?
So the Community Connect event has been going on for 9 consecutive years. This is the 9th year. We started in 2008, and it's a one-day event to connect anybody who needs resources or direct services in our community with those resources and services.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And 9 years in.
9 years in.
And it used to be called Homeless Connect for 1 year.
Right. The first year we called it the Homeless Connect, but then we decided after the planning team, after the first year, decided we wanted to expand that. So it wasn't just, anybody that was in need could attend, not just anybody that was homeless. So.
And it's grown throughout these years
Absolutely.
As well.
Yes.
So, is this event part of the Yamhill County End Homelessness 10-year plan, like the annual homeless count?
It is. It's just really part of that is getting those resources and services out to our community members. So that's all part of the plan.
And we're hopeful to find out the homeless count numbers here soon.
Pretty soon.
Yep. So what is the date, location, and time of this one-day annual event, Diane?
Well, this year the event will take place on May 31st. And what's really super exciting is we have such a great community, right?
Right.
And you happen to talk to the right people at the right time, and you can secure the most amazing venue. So this year we are at the Linfield campus in the Ted Wilson Gym, which is on the corner of Linfield Avenue and Lever Street. So we are so excited to have such an expanded space in which to work with this year, bringing in more providers and more space for people to spread out and enjoy the day.
And there's an outdoor venue as well for the music, the food,
Yes.
the pet care, Medical Teams International, all of that type of thing.
Exactly.
It's going to be fantastic. If you would, Andrew, bring up the flyers for both of those, both in English and Spanish, so that our viewers can see those. So what all takes place at this event?
Well, we actually have many service providers all under one roof. Anywhere from the Housing Authority to YCAP to the Champion Team. Just quite expansive list of folks that come to share that day what they have available to help out. We have skin cancer screenings and blood pressure checks and many other medical type services. We also have some important things as well, like haircuts and a free lunch. Things that we kind of take for granted a little bit. And this year, most amazingly, we also have showers. So we're really excited to be able to offer, because of that new space, different services than we have in the past.
Right, but you also have pet care. And,
dental care.
Bike repairs.
Exactly. And then the food bank will also be giving out, not only will you get a free lunch that day provided by Linfield Sodexo Services, but YCAP will also be there handing out food for you to take home for further meals. So lots of really wonderful and terrific services. If you want to check out our Facebook page, as those service providers are signing up, they will be listed on our Facebook page showing all the different services they'll provide that day.
Sure, that's fantastic. Would you bring up that Facebook page, please? Banner. Is there free transportation to and from the event?
Yes, there is. We're so excited. Isn't that exciting that it's a yearly thing that they say, yes, indeed, Yamhill, I'm always terrible at this, I just know YCTA, provides that free transportation every year for this event, and how great that this year it's more centrally located to make that easier all the way around.
And it comes from every city. They drive to every city, pick people up, bring them directly to the event,
Right.
and then when they need to go home, they bring them back home.
Right.
Isn't that fantastic?
It is. I love that.
That's a fantastic thing. So how many people on average attend this very special one-day event?
So we average about 300 guests. I mean, we've been all the way up to 600. We've been our first couple of years around 200, but on average, it's about 300 guests that we see.
And we've been in a number of venues over the years.
Yes.
Would you like to talk about that?
Sure. We started our first year at a church, and so we were in the main area and a little bit outside. And then we were there for a couple years, and then we outgrew that space. And then we were at Sewell Elementary, so the
Right.
school district stepped up and really helped us with that. The past 3 years, we've been at Chemeketa Community College, Yamhill Valley campus, and they were wonderful helping us with that venue. And it was a great venue. It's just that providers were on 3 different floors. So
Right.
that is the only reason that we look for a new venue. And then Linfield Opportunity came available through Diane's contact, and we looked at it and we went, oh my gosh, this is great, because we'll be able to have not just the providers, but the employers. We'll have a job fair as well.
Right.
Employers all in one room, and the medical, I mean, everything except for things that really need that one-on-one confidential thing, like skin
Sure.
cancer screenings and vision screenings will be in the one main room.
And there is an intake form for people to participate when you first come in, right?
For volunteers
For
or
volunteers.
Well, volunteers are signing up now, so we have a link for that.
Okay.
Providers are signing up now, so we
Right.
know, like Diane said, as we get them registered, they'll be on the Facebook page. And then when everybody comes in the day of the event to register, then we'll go through that process with them and let them know which services are available and where.
So bringing up the fact that we need a lot of volunteers every year to do this. Do we need additional volunteers at this time?
Yes. Yes, pretty please. With that larger venue,
Yes.
we definitely need more folks to be covering the different entrances and exits in that building. And with the more services, folks to help people sign in and get checked in the morning.
Right.
Helping distribute food. So we do have a link for that. You can get that information on Facebook, and I bet you'll show it too, because
Yes,
you're
we will.
very cool like that. And have folks sign up there. And lots of them are very small jobs, just a couple hours, but it's very significant to help us make the event run smoother.
Right. Now, certain people come in the night before and set up their areas.
A few of them will be, yes. Groups like Soroptimist with the Soro Boutique, with lots and lots of clothes and accessories, will need that extra time.
Right.
To
would
get
you,
set
would
up.
you like to talk about Soroptimists for a moment?
Sure. Well, so Soroptimist, what a lovely organization, actually international. And can you guess I'm part of that group?
No,
Right.
never would have guessed.
But basically, our goal as Soroptimist, we're a service club for women and girls, and our goal is to improve opportunities for career and education. Because isn't that like kind of the basis of how we gain more strength and viability in our lives?
Absolutely.
So the Soro Boutique is an opportunity for women to come in and get either interview-worthy clothing, accessories, as well as career type of clothing.
Right.
Also undergarments. That's something that we can take for granted. So Soroptimist, our club, pitches in about $500 to get brand new undergarments for women to come in and get on that day.
And you also do sponsorships and such for going to college a couple times a year too.
Yeah, we do a financial award each year. This past year, we gave away $10,000 in awards.
Yeah.
And we call them awards because really the women can use these awards in any way that they see fit to
Okay.
enhance their education. So if they need new tires on their car to get to school,
Right.
then there's that opportunity to help provide
Oh,
that.
that's fantastic. So, how can community get involved in other ways? Do you take in-kind donations?
Well, we do. Is this where our great
Our
needs
needs list is going to come up any second now.
Terrific. The needs list is great. It really covers everything that we're looking for to help us with this event. As we mentioned, the showers are new this year. So having towels and hygiene products, shampoo, conditioner, soap, that type of thing would really be helpful. We're also looking for blankets and socks and Gosh, everything we can think of. We would love some more gift cards
Sure.
to hand out to folks at the end. When they fill out an exit survey, they have a chance to win a gift card. So,
Andrew, if you'd bring up that needs list on the screen, we'll read it off because there's some really important information on there.
thanks, Andrew.
There it is. So you went over some of it. Blankets, tarps, warm socks, warm hats and gloves, warm coats and scarves, foot warmers, towels, bath towels, hand towels, washcloths, pet food, pet flea and tick collars, gift cards, and cash donations. Would you talk about the bottom part, the professional volunteer needs?
You want me to talk about that?
Yes.
Okay. So we are still looking for one more dentist, one more dental assistant.
Yes,
Do we need another hygiene?
we're good.
Oh, we're good. We love our hygienists. They're setting us up. Also, hairdressers. Hairdressers, they kind of seem to come in at the last little bit here, but we would sure love to have them secure and know they're coming.
Yes.
We have one. I'd really like 10. So hairdressers or barbers would be great. Anybody that's interested in helping with any of the things dental or hairdressers, please get a hold of us. Use that great volunteer link, or feel free to call me at YCAP. I'm happy to help you get set up and
Perfect.
raring to go.
So a lot of haircuts and a lot of stylings occur at this
Yes.
event.
Oh my gosh.
I
we
mean,
get a
I've seen
lot.
lots and lots.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, we have, I remember one stylist one year, she did 50 haircuts just on her own.
Right.
So, and it's not, getting a perm or, hair
no.
color or whatnot. It's your basic haircut with a blow dry, if you need that. So we're able to have those happen relatively quickly and get lots of folks in. So they also get that wonderful treat, right? Love getting my hair cut.
Yeah, it's awesome. So could you give us some statistics or average attendance? What services are most utilized?
Sure. So, like I mentioned before, average attendance is about 300
Right.
guests a year. And depending on the time of the year that we hold the event, we've held it in the summer, we've held it earlier in the year. This part of the year, we'll probably get right around 300 because school's still in session.
Right.
So we'll only get the really small kids or kids that are out of school. And then a lot of adults, hopefully, that are in need of connecting with resources or services. So the direct services are the ones that are always utilized the most. And that's for obvious reasons. If you don't have a lot of money to work with, you're probably not going to get your haircut very often. So haircuts, the dental van is always utilized.
Yeah.
Pet care is very highly utilized. So we have a mobile veterinary clinic that comes. We also try to get flea and tick collars that are given to each pet or flea treatment. We make sure that we have, waste disposal bags for the owners to take with them to be responsible pet owners,
Right.
as well as, sometimes leashes and collars and dog toys and those kind of things. And so we see a lot of pets that come in, and it's really neat to see them get a little of extra attention. Bicycle repair is always really important,
Yeah.
as a lot of our folks get around on bicycles. The fresh produce is good if they have transportation.
Right.
So this will be nice because it is right on a transit line this year. So they'll be able to jump right on the bus and go home with their stuff.
That's fantastic.
Which will be
And your
great.
daughter loves to work pet care.
My daughter will oversee the pet
true.
stuff. Yes, that's her baby.
So, do you have any sponsorships or community partnerships? And if so, who?
Yes, so I had to write these down because I didn't want to leave anybody out, and I'm sure I still left somebody out. But we just want to acknowledge again Linfield College for providing the
Yes.
facility at no cost for the event. So that is fabulous. We couldn't do this if we had to pay for a facility.
Right.
This just for those that don't know, this is run completely on volunteers and donations. There is no consistent source of funding for this event.
Right.
So we're always, begging and pleading.
It's
please,
not in
please,
the budget.
please. No,
Yeah.
there's no money that we deal with every year for this event, so we're constantly having to look for sources. United Way of Mid-Willamette Valley and First Federal have both provided cash grants this year for the event, so that is wonderful. Providence Newburgh Medical Center donated all the hygiene kit items, and Linfield College students helped put all the hygiene kits together that we're going to be handing out. YCTA is donating the free transit, so that's great. Give a Little is providing gift cards for door prize drawings. Coastal Mountain Springs is donating water. McMinnville Lions Club's providing free vision screenings. Willamette Valley Medical Center Cancer Center is doing the free skin cancer screenings. A Family Healing Center will be hosting a natural health booth with information on nutrition and natural care, along with blood pressure and blood glucose screenings. George Fox University is going to be conducting ECG screens, which
that's
check
fantastic.
for
Definitely.
atrial fibrillation.
Right.
Seroptimus will be having the Soro Boutique, and YCAP's going to be doing the bike repair and handing out fresh produce. And I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but we have a lot of people
Isn't
that
there
have
a job
to come
fair
together.
occurring as well?
There is a job fair, so we'll have WorkSource will be heading that up, and we'll have a lot of employers coming in that have already registered.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
So could you tell us some success stories that have been achieved over these 9 years of time now?
Sure. So, I mean, the ones that come to mind are the years that we have had kids there that have received bikes or gotten their bikes fixed
Right.
and helmets and, riding around. Just probably won't happen as much as Linfield due to the proximity to traffic. But, when we were at Sulbiel, I remember them riding around
Right.
and very excited.
That was so cool.
People getting job interviews or actual jobs the day of the event and just being completely thrilled with that. And of course, just watching the people get haircuts and just coming out feeling so much better about the way that
They're
they
blown away.
look and feel. So,
Diane, anything you'd like to add?
Not only are there the wonderful success stories that come from the folks that come in
Right.
the day, but also the volunteers. We have a couple of volunteers, Allie and Andrea and Audrey, who have been with us for year after year after year of this event. And every year when I reach out to these ladies, they're always like, heck yeah, we're ready to roll. So I think not only is what we do for the community connect as far as our guests that come in, but also for our volunteers who get that day to be this vehicle of wonderful passion for their community. And that is one of my most favorite parts, to just watch their lives just be enhanced by this experience and what they've put forward.
It's such a nurturing experience to
It
do
is.
this. This is my 9th year as well as Elise's. I don't,
Right.
Were you in
I
it?
think this might be my 4th or 5th year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Getting to be
It's
an
so
old hat, I
exciting
can't
to
keep
watch.
track.
I know how that is. So how much planning has to go into this?
Whoa.
Yeah, Elise,
Who's
how
answering that
long?
question?
you are.
I answer that question. Okay, well, I would say that we pretty much start planning by the time that we finished.
Yeah.
So we just kind of get going again. I think we get into full swing in the fall. Start having our meetings, monthly meetings. Elise is the one of the most organized people I know ever.
I
And
know.
she makes it really easy for the team of us to know what we need to do, when we need to do it. But we get going, we start making our phone calls, we start reaching out, we start, making sure we have a venue and that we have food, and the process does take a while, and it takes each of us doing a different part to make it all come together at the end. However, she's the bomb.
I know, she is the
That's
bomb.
just what I have to say.
So what I can say is at our final meeting for this year, we will already start next year, because last year, as soon as we finished and did our final meeting, you went over to Linfield and started working on getting that as a venue.
That's a true story.
It is a true story. So how has this event changed over the last 9 years, Elise?
Well, I think that touches on one part of it. So the planning has changed, where we used to start planning and then look for a venue. And you
Right.
can't do any, then we'd back up, because you can't really do anything till you have a venue
Right.
secured. And because that'll set your timing for when the event will be and everything that will go on during the event. So we have really started, we secure the venue as soon as the last event is done, and then start planning. So it's changed in that way, but it's also grown and grown. And I think, you know, the thing I love to see is we'll have different organizations that will say, hey, I heard about this event. Is it possible that our group be involved this year as a provider? Or, you know, how can we help make it easier? And our community is so wonderful anyway, you know, people stepping forward to help out.
So compassionate.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've just seen it grow, and, you know, this year we're adding the showers, and we're so completely excited about that. So folks can get a haircut and have a shower.
And we have new vendors coming in
Right.
every year. This time, I think we have 6 new vendors.
So far.
So
And
far, and
registration's open until the 15th. So,
Perfect.
Yes.
So I'm in charge of the entertainment for this
Yes.
season.
Talk about that.
And we have the occasional quartet. We have the Dunaway Middle School Stage Band. We have Ginger Williams. And we have Nadia King, who is she goes by Lady Harp. She plays the harp. So it's going to be a well-rounded entertainment day. I'm so excited to have new blood
Yes.
in the entertainment. That's going to be fantastic. And that lasts from noon till 4. The event, when people start setting up their booths and such, that setup starts when?
Well, we'll probably have people start setting up, you know, between 9:30 and 10 for the providers.
Right.
We'll be there a little earlier to get other things set up, but we'll be ready to hit the ground running. All providers need to be set up by 10:30,
Sure.
so that when people start getting registered,
And
we're
the
ready to
hours
go.
are from 11 to
To
4?
Right.
Correct.
Very good. And then everything has to be torn down
Correct.
and dispersed
Yay.
back
Yes.
to where it goes.
That's where we need those volunteers.
Yes. See, at the end of the day, we're already spent.
Yeah.
So we need that fresh blood to come in and
That's
take
right.
care of that part.
And the more people that help, the quicker it goes.
Oh,
so-
absolutely. Absolutely. And there's a lot to all of this.
Yes.
Logistically. You even have a banner that you put up on 3rd Street.
There'll be a banner on 3rd Street. There'll be yard signs people will start seeing around there. So
Right.
we have to, you know, redo those every year based on location and date and all that. And
Right.
So getting the word out is huge.
So, after 9 years of facilitating this event, what still surprises you?
I think, I mean, just not to be negative, but, you know, it surprises me sometimes how we struggle getting hairdressers lined up.
Yes.
Or dentists, because we're a good community for those type of things. And so I'd really like to see those folks trying to come on a little bit earlier and help, and we just haven't been able to get there yet.
Right.
So that's one way we can improve the event, definitely. I think every time we have something that comes up that is just overwhelmingly like emotional in a good way, or, you know, we were able to help such and such a person. One time it was after the event, I had a part-time staff person that came in and said, I got one of my teeth that was really, really bothering me taken care of at the event. And I didn't even know that person was there or knew
Right.
about it. You know, I mean, obviously they knew about it, and they had been there the year before to get another tooth taken care of. And so I think sometimes we take it for granted that our community members are getting taken care of on a regular basis. And, you know, when I'm seeing people that haven't been in to see a dentist in 7 or 8 years and they're having to get a bunch of teeth pulled the day of the event, I mean, you don't want to see that happen, but finally they're getting seen and relieving some of that mouth pain
absolutely.
that they've seen.
And the people that actually get some of the stuff done can be really close to you, and you don't know that they
Right.
need that.
Right.
So this is for the whole community.
Right.
It's not just for the homeless or those in poverty.
Right.
It's for anyone that needs assistance
Correct.
or a resource. And we give out a lot of information when we're there about resources that aren't even there.
Right.
So this is going to be my very last question, and you each have about a minute and a half to answer it. What have you both learned from this experience? And we'll start with Diane.
Most importantly, to be flexible. to be very open-minded, and to really get a lot of rest the night before. You average about 20,000 steps that day.
Oh, at least.
And to just really just to stay open-minded, because you never know what's going to come your way that day.
Right.
And you have to have that flexibility and that compassion to just go with it and make sure the right things happen.
Yeah.
And they do.
And they do. Even when things go wrong, they go right.
Right?
Because
Amazing.
it always works itself out.
It does.
It does.
And Elise.
Well, I mean, I just like to echo that. So Diane and I are very people that like things organized and like to be in control of situations. And, you know, we have to remind each other, smile and breathe sometimes, because it is. I mean, we've done all this work to get to this point, and we want it to go perfectly, and it's never going to go perfectly. And so I think we've both learned to really just, you know, take it as it comes and be ready for anything, and just, you know, be happy with the outcome. And, you know, if somebody got a job or somebody got a medical checkup that led to them discovering something, or somebody got fed that needed a meal that day,
Right.
whatever it may be, you know, a pet got a shot that they really needed for free. Whatever it is, just to take the positive out of it, that we're helping people in our community. And this is a great way for not only community members, but providers to learn about all the resources in this area.
Well, this is a very positive day.
Yes.
It's the one day of the year that anyone can get their needs met, or at least seen,
Right.
and be
Right.
heard. And their voices are all heard at this event.
Right.
So that's a fantastic thing. We have to let go of the perfection. And boy, is that hard for the three of us.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So, it's been a fantastic interview. If there's any, let's bring up the flyers one more time. And we'll go over the times and locations, because we do have a little bit of time left. Diane, if you would read that off real quick.
Day and time, Wednesday, May 31st at Linfield College from 11 to 4. Don't forget to jump on the bus for free bus service that day.
Right. And some of the things that you can learn about are housing programs, energy assistance, weatherization, food support, veterans assistance, GEDs and education assistance, family programs, youth programs, job search assistance, may have access to basic health screenings, basic dental care, pending providers, skin cancer screenings, complimentary meal and food to take home with you from YCAP Food Bank, bike repairs, veterinary services, haircuts, and it's a fantastic day. Anything that you'd like to add before?
I just really want to make sure that we are all sharing the information and getting the word out. A lot of times we hear from folks that, I didn't know about it. So let's do our best as a community to make sure that we are getting the word everywhere.
Right.
So everyone that needs it has the opportunity to be there.
So if you've received this flyer in your email, post it to your Facebook page.
Yes.
Post it to your website.
Send it to your email groups.
Yeah.
I mean, just get the word out there.
Even to
Yes.
friends.
Yeah.
You never know who's in the background that really needs the help,
Right.
that doesn't know this even exists
Exactly.
after 9 years.
Yeah.
So thank you, Elise.
Oh, thank you, Howie.
Thank you, Diane.
Thank you, Howie.
It was fantastic. So, community, come out to Community Connect event at Linfield College on Wednesday, the 31st of May, at the Lever Street and Linfield Avenue. You'll see all the MTI vans and the pet care, and you'll see some of the entertainment offloading their stuff and getting ready to play, and you'll see the YCAP truck. Well, that's where the building is. You may have to park a block away, but it's worth coming. So get out and support this event. It's a fantastic event, and it's our 9th year. Thank you for watching today.